Hey, what's up you guys? It's Cory, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be reacting to RWBY, Volume 9, Chapter 9. I haven't actually looked at the title of it yet because, last week, the thumbnail was a huge spoiler, and I didn't catch myself seeing it for the first time on camera, so I decided to not look at this one until I was recording. So let's find out. Ooh. It's called A Tale Involving a Tree. And the thumbnail is Jean Juniper and Weiss. Interesting. I mean, just because it's them doesn't mean it's only 15 minutes. Oh, okay, well, now maybe I'm a little bit more nervous because I really thought this would be... I really hoped this would be a RWBY-centric episode, because we don't have... Like, this is the penultimate episode of the volume. Next week is it. So, like, we really thought this would be, like, RWBY's really big character development volume. And all this has been is a let's tear RWBY down volume thus far. So, that makes me really nervous now. But, Casey said on Twitter that, this week's episode is, like, oh god, what was it that she said? There's something lo-fi. I know, it was something that made me really think that, like, was it, like, introspective lo-fi, maybe? Or, I don't know. But, like, I was like, oh, that makes me think it's gonna be really RWBY-centric. And, I mean, it could still be. I mean, like, last week's episode was 16 and a half minutes long, so, like, and that went really poorly. So, maybe this week could be good, too. I don't know. I'm so scared. Oh, man. Last week's episode was just rough. Like, honestly, like, I was reeling from that episode for a couple of days afterwards, where I was like, oof. And... Ugh. And also the other thing is I'm recording this reaction later than usual because I couldn't record it right when it came out because I was busy this morning. So it's currently midnight for me. So, like, I'm finally, like, the episode has been out for, oh god, 18 hours almost, 17 and a half hours. So, like, I've had to stay off Twitter to avoid spoilers and stuff. So I really don't know what to expect from this episode, but I just really hope that we get to see RWBY and see what is happening to non-Afterans when they ascend. Fuck. Well, I'm so scared. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Alrighty then. Starting the video in 3, 2, 1... There's no warning at the start of this episode, which that makes me nervous. Oh god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared for this episode. Oh, and it doesn't help, too, that, like, when I finally, like, recovered from watching episode 8, I was, like, listening to RWBY music and stuff again. Well, the other thing, too, is I was planning on starting a rewatching all of RWBY last week. I couldn't handle going back to see Happy Everybody. But when I'd, like, finally recovered from it a bit, I was, like, listening to RWBY music again. And, One Thing came on, which is Neo's song from Volume 6, and I was immediately like, oh god! Because it's all about her revenge against RWBY, and I'm like, we saw this! Not good. I'm not excited for this. God, I really hope we get at least some answers this episode. Because we need them desperately. I really don't know what to expect from this episode, and that's what freaks me out the most, because, like, at least with most of the rest of the volume, I've gone into it with some sort of, like, expectation of what's gonna happen. I have no idea what to expect in this episode, and that freaks me out. Okay. Here we go.
A door opened for Alex at the tree. Before she went back home, the girl had a great many questions to ponder. After all the lessons she'd learned, and the friends she'd made and lost, who had she become?
Summer.
Would she still be the same Alex when she went back home? The leaves of the tree rustled, and on the wind, Alex heard one more question. What are you?
I don't understand. Alex, the pleasers, now Ruby. What does this place want?
I don't know that it necessarily wants anything. Oh, they're back here.
I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
We can figure this out. There's got to be a way to get to the tree.
Hello there. You appear upset. Would you be so kind as to tell me how I can help? Perhaps you are hungry?
Crystal pleasers?
No, that's okay.
If I can get you anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for.
What
They ascended.
are you?
We are the Genial Gems, and we have arrived here to clean up this beautiful land and create something wonderful and pleasing.
See, it's not death. It's rebirth. So what did they say they were? The Genio Gems?
This is them, isn't it? They're back. It's just like they said. They came back from the tree better.
No flood or fire will ever hurt them again.
By trying so hard to save them, I stopped them from becoming what they needed to be. I was being selfish because I wanted the rush of rescuing someone,
Yeah.
and I got that here.
Yeah.
I think you're asking
But that's
too
not...
much of yourself.
Yeah.
We've been telling ourselves that failing means we're no good. But I can guarantee even the best huntsmen in history, they've all lost. But they were still...
Ozpin has failed more times than anyone.
Good.
Lies.
Oh, yay, people hugging! Oh, I love this. But
Maybe that cat was right. Maybe I just needed to accept it.
no, don't trust the cat. Fuck that guy.
It's not a place you go.
What?
I kind of don't like that Yang's, like, not catatonic about what happened to Ruby, but, you know... But I do understand that maybe seeing those gems filled her with some hope. Herb. So where's Ruby?
Ruby?
I think you have to let her finish her process.
I think I get it. This is how we got here, or why the tree brought us here. Acceptance.
We've done everything we can. Now it's up to Ruby. whatever happens next, we have to welcome that.
I don't like that
But
though.
what if she isn't Ruby anymore when she comes back out?
Herb? You're a beautiful butterfly, Herb.
Maybe that's not for us to decide.
I hope she's still Ruby. Come on, show me Ruby. Thank you. Hi. The blacksmith. I knew it.
I didn't expect you here just yet.
A bunny mask?
I wasn't expecting to be here. Are you the tree?
You could say that. But that is a simplistic understanding of the tree and what it does.
What's going to happen to me? Am I gonna die?
The only thing that can happen to you here is what you want to happen. The choice of what you become and where you end up is yours to make. You don't know what you want.
No, she doesn't. I think what she wants to do is stop feeling like this.
What's that?
Fuck, it's the cat.
Is that?
Our way home.
But Ruby...
Oh, good! You made it!
I guess your little plan to get out of here isn't working?
You've always been the worst.
So Neo can't go through the door.
No. She has no attachments to your world, nothing to return to. She has failed me, just like Alex did.
Mm-hmm.
Like Alex?
So we were right, Lewis was the one that got back.
Cowardly, wretched girl whose story you've been foolishly following all along. The same girl that I followed too. Because she promised me she would bring me back to Remnant with her, when in truth, she had no intention of taking me. No, after talking to the tree, she had a sudden crisis of conscience. Decided she wanted to fix everything she'd broken in the ever after, including poor Jean. And so
She is Juniper.
and at the very last moment, Alex didn't.
What did you do to her?
What anyone would do with a broken, useless thing. No, you didn't. You monster! She's still here. Yes! All my work. It's not lost! Deep down, she wants nothing more than to return to Remnant and play hero. I just need to cut her out, and she will take me there.
No. Whatever happens to Ruby is up to her. Not you or anyone else.
Oh, I'm so
I'll
scared.
put you in the ground.
Oh god, wow. Okay, I can't believe we're already at the tree, like...
Souls that are moving on to whatever they become next.
Do they choose what their next life will be like?
Such concern for souls you don't know? Or is it for yourself?
Wait, Blake, how do you have ammo still?
No way we're letting you get to Ruby!
Don't you see? What comes out of that tree might not even be your sister any longer.
Ooh. Yeah, punch all the zombie rubies.
I wanted to be the hero, like the stories that my mom read to me. I just wanted to do the right thing, but every step of the way, it's like there is no right thing.
There isn't.
So
There's the best
hard.
thing.
And I may have just done more harm than good. I don't understand who I need to be. Because who I am right now, she's not cutting it.
Yes, she is.
What if you could be anyone?
This whole time, I thought Alex made it back home and lied about everything that happened here. But you were the one who killed, who lied!
You were never a brave knight either. Just more fairy tale nonsense.
No, that's so fucked. Pyrrha. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just deluding myself that everything's fine.
Who did this belong to?
It's not about who did, but who could. Can you feel the woman who might hold it? The weight of who she is. She could be you. You could put any one of them on and leave Ruby Rose behind.
Crescent Rose has to be in one of these, right?
It's all so heavy. It's the only thing I can feel anymore. And it never, ever goes away. The feeling of not being enough.
And how would you measure enough?
Yeah, what is enough?
Before she went back home, Mom, the girl had a great many questions to ponder. What are you?
That's the end? Are you kidding me? What the fuck? I didn't get any of the answers I wanted. Oh. It is Summer's weapon. Oh, and we get to actually see Summer. Look at her. She's so pretty. Summer Rose, voiced by Morgan Lauer. I think that was the mysterious voice in the intro. Back during episode 1. Who started the story. It was obviously Summer Rose telling her. And then the genial gem. And then the blacksmith, Kimlin Tran, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I'm so scared. How is there only one episode left? Like, and the thing that scares me even more is that, like, if RWBY doesn't get renewed, the next episode could be the last episode of RWBY. Like, fuck, that episode was so short. Oh my god. I'm gonna need a volume 10. And I'm gonna need a volume 11. And maybe a 12, just for good measure, because there's no way that this next episode, like, satisfyingly gives us Ruby's conclusion. Like, I just, and she reached for her mom's weapon there at the end, so, like, I really hope Summer Rose isn't the one who pops out of there. I'm so scared. There wasn't enough RWBY in this episode. I needed more RWBY. I needed to... I needed more RWBY this episode. So I guess we did find out that there was no sacrifice needed to get back to Remnant. That was just bullshit that Jean made up. And that Lewis was the only one who made it back to Remnant. So Lewis is the one who wrote The Girl Who Fell Through the World. That must have been so confusing. Like, he doesn't know what happened. Didn't know what happened to Alex and why Alex didn't escape. I mean, unless we get more answers to it next episode, but... Which we could, because I still think they probably need to kind of explicitly explain that Juniper is Alex. Because, you know, Alex she had a change of heart and she wanted to fix her mistakes that she'd made in the Ever After, including poisoning Jean. And who was the one that saved Jean after being poisoned? Juniper. And brought him to the Paper Pleasers, so... I hope that they explicitly spell that out for us next episode, but also that's, like, least of my concerns, because I need to see, like, a lot more of RWBY. Like, I am a little unsatisfied with this episode by how little of RWBY we saw. Like, and I need RWBY's, like, I need her working through her problems verbally. And, like, this is just more of she's still so low, you know? She just doesn't feel like she's enough, and, you know, I obviously understand, too, that RWBY's issues are not going to be resolved in this next episode. Like, RWBY isn't going to just emerge next episode, like, full of a sense of self, and, well, I hope that that's not what happens, that she just, like, boom, pops out totally, you know... I hope she just pops out with a renewed sense of purpose. I hope that she's just RWBY with her hope back. That's all I need from RWBY is RWBY with her hope back. And I do kind of hope we see Little, or whatever happens to Little next. Because, you know, the Paper Pleasers, or now the Genial Gems, they're back. RWBY's back. Like, everyone that we've seen die this volume is back. So, I hope next episode we get to find out Little's purpose. What Little had, like... and what Little's doing now, and... I hope they save Neo. But I don't know. That doesn't really seem to be on any of their minds right now. It kind of seems to just be protect RWBY. So, I don't know. And I hope that they deal with the cat, because the thing I'm worried about is that if the cat, because Neo doesn't have any attachments to the other side, is what they said. So Neo has no connection to Remnant, so can't go back. But I'm worried that if Team RWBY and Jean... hopefully Jean makes it. If they go back to Remnant, I hope that doesn't, like, somehow give Neo/Cat the ability to pass back to Remnant. I don't know. I need the last episode to be like a half hour long. I need it to be long, because I need time for because clearly they're leaving the Ever After. We knew this. We knew this going in episode 10. They would be leaving the Ever After. Or at least we heavily suspected. So I hope that it's longer. And I mean, I know that the episode itself will be longer, because we will have, like, 6-ish minutes probably of credits at the end, on top of probably some kind of, like, little stinger for volume 10. Hopefully we get it. Please watch RWBY legally on Crunchyroll. It's the best way to support the show. I know there are a lot of people who can't afford memberships, but like, you know, it depends. If you truly want to see RWBY continue, it is one of the only ways that you can support the show, because animation is not doing so hot right now. And like, animated shows are getting canceled left, right, and center. Like, a lot of companies are seeing it as too expensive to produce. So if you love RWBY and you want it to get greenlit for more volumes, please, please, please watch it legally, because my videos are not getting claimed by Rooster Teeth or Warner or anything. So views on reaction videos aren't counting, like aren't making Rooster Teeth any money at all on RWBY. At least, you know, I don't know, maybe they claim some of the bigger guys ones, but I know at least like myself and then Nerd of Oz, she's also a fellow RWBY reactor who I'm friends with. Neither of our videos have been getting claimed, so and since it's usually done automatically, I kind of have a feeling it's just across the board not being claimed. So yes, please support the show, because next episode could be the final episode of RWBY ever. So please watch it. Please support it. Please, please, please. I'm just so nervous. This episode did nothing to make me feel better about RWBY's situation. And granted, like, there was a part of me that kind of knew that, like, obviously we're not gonna, like, solve all of RWBY's issues in this one episode, because one, it was, you know, so short, and two, it's like that's not how character development works. But I was still hoping to get like a little bit more. But granted, I'm hoping that the next episode can focus more on RWBY, because they've kind of set up the end. Like, they are at the door, they are ready to leave, they just need RWBY. So like, the conflict outside is set up for RWBY's return. So I hope that the first like half of the next episode is just RWBY. But we'll see. I also am still unsure about if Jean's going to stay old and leave ever after, or if he's going to get youngified and leave ever after. If he's just going to stay in the ever after. If Neo's going to stay in the ever after. If Neo's going to leave the ever after. I don't know. I don't know. If the cat's getting out, I just don't know how I feel about that either. Because, like, on one hand, it'd be interesting, but you can't really have, like, two... they would end up being a... Like, they'd end up working for Salem, but they would have a separate goal. Because, like, Salem wants to call back the gods to destroy the world, and the cat will want to call back the gods to go, why did you leave me? Where? So, I mean, granted, though, if the cat did that, that would result in the world ending. But also, I don't know if the cat would even really, like, how the cat would do in Remnant. Like, how much of their powers is ever after in, and how much of it would transfer back to Remnant, and I don't know. That's kind of why I'm like, I think the cat's staying here. I just don't think we need that additional complication of the cat. I'm just hoping that maybe Neo could come too. Although, I don't know. I'm really pissed at Neo after last episode. I really, like... I don't want to say I hate that bitch, but I hate that bitch. Oh, man. It was just... God. What she did to RWBY was really fucked up. Like, I don't know if I could ever forgive her for that. So... Yeah. Also, it is so fucked up that that the fucking cat used Pyrrha against Jean. That also does make me wonder how much of like Neo's memories does the cat have, and like how much of Neo is still in there, because like Neo would know about Jean's special connection to Pyrrha, but I mean the cat probably wouldn't unless, you know, Jean started gabbing away. I did also see a really interesting thing about you know, how the cat probably for a while wanted to take Jean, wanted to break down Jean to try to use him to get out, but that Jean's never-ending hope in the others returning kept him from being completely broken. And then obviously also the paper pleasers gave him a lot of purpose as well, which just makes me feel even more so that Juniper is Alex, because Alex would know, you know, gotta keep you away from that cat. But I also wonder if how much of like Alex is even still in Juniper, because like I don't know, I kind of want to go back and try to see like if there were any like interactions or background things with Juniper while the cat was around. I mean, granted, there wasn't a ton because obviously, like, they kind of separated after Jean showed back up, so I don't know. I hate that there's only one episode left. But yeah, well, if you are currently watching this video, my best friend Caden, aka Queer Noob, and I have just done the Boopcast, our podcast, where we discuss the most recent episodes of RWBY. We would have talked about episodes 8 and 9 yesterday, as of when you're seeing this. That video will still be up on his YouTube channel, or his Twitch channel if you want to watch it, and will be up on his YouTube channel soon. I think probably will be the following week. Because we will then be doing our podcast about Chapter 10 this coming Friday from when you're seeing this. So instead of having a 2-week break between things, we're only having the one because it's the last episode. There's no reason to wait an extra week. So if you would like to see us discuss the volume as a whole as well as Chapter 10, that will be this coming Friday, live streamed over on Caden's Twitch channel, which I have linked down below. I also have the podcast's Twitter account linked down below, where we will tweet out any changes to times and when we go live and stuff like that. So if you want to keep up to date with the Boopcast, follow us on Twitter, because that's the best place to keep up to date on that. I also live stream on Twitch myself. Right now I'm currently playing through Mass Effect 3, Crash Bandicoot 1, trying to get the Platinum Trophy in that, and I'm getting closer, but it's getting harder. I'm also playing Elden Ring for the first time. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 on Proud Level 1 with my sister Bailey. We are very close to the end of the game. Like, literally, we are in the room before the final room that leads to the final boss. So we're very close to the end of that. We honestly, by the time you're seeing this, we might have finished it on Thursday. I kind of doubt it, but we might have. And once we're done with that, we're moving on to the Horizon Forbidden West DLC, Burning Shores. So if you're interested in that, that's on Thursday nights on my Twitch channel. And then I also will be starting Jedi Survivor on my Friday streams after the Boopcast is done, because, you know, so not this coming Friday from when you're seeing this, the following one. And that's with my sister, Sid, who, she's a big Star Wars fan, and I'm actually currently reading the, book tie-in for the game. So, if you want to talk Star Wars with us and Jedi Survivor, we'll be doing that on in a couple Fridays time. So follow me on Twitch if you're interested in that. I stream lots of RPGs, and I'm a big trophy hunter, so it's kind of my bread and butter. I also play Final Fantasy 14 when there's new content to come out, so if that's something you're interested in as well, follow me on Twitch. I'd appreciate it. It's honestly kind of my main platform at this point. I also have my Discord links down below if you want to join in and chat with us about RWBY. There's quite a lot of people who like RWBY in there. I should also really link Nerds and Noobs Discord, which is another Discord that I am one of the co-founders of, alongside Queer Noob and Nerd of Oz. And there's a lot of people who talk about RWBY in there, as well as Pokemon and Final Fantasy, and that's another big community I'm a part of if you want to join us there. I also have my Twitter link down below, where I tweet out my streams, my videos, random RWBY thoughts occasionally, like after last week where I was like, I'm heartbroken, please send food. I don't actually remember what I said, but I said yikes, basically. And I have my Facebook link down below, which is just kind of the backup platform if Twitter goes kaput while I figure out where we go from there. So that's also linked down below. Facebook's your jam. But yes, thank you everybody for watching. Be sure to give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel to be notified when my videos come out on YouTube, especially if you want to see when Chapter 10 comes out. I mean, it's next weekend, but still be subscribed, because it'll end up in your sub box. And in the comments, let me know. I want to ask what do you think is going to happen to RWBY, but that's obviously an answer we're going to get in episode 10, and I don't want to discuss episode 10 spoilers in reaction videos to 9. Oh, what do I ask then? Because everything's going to be answered in the next episode. Okay, here's an interesting question. Something that my friend Larissa, Nerd of Oz, brought up that I had never even considered, and I personally, I don't see it, and I actually meant to ask her about it, but apparently it's a really common theory that Lewis is an Ozpin. What do you think of that theory? You think it's true? Think it's not true? What's the basis behind it? Let me know if you're a believer. And yeah, I will see you guys next week for the finale of RWBY Volume 9. Ooh, bye everybody!